Before I get started, just a quick whiz through the materials. We got my watercolours, got ultramarine, lemon yellow, Payne's grey, alizarin crimson, raw sienna, burnt umber, light red, all Cotman watercolour tubes. Got my water jar, large one Ranson hake, bit of tissue if I need it. Got my tea towel drying on the top of the easel there, and I got 15 by 11 hot press watercolour paper, £140. So, starting with the large hake, this is Loch Doon up in Scotland, and I'm using a photograph I saw on the internet, so unfortunately I can't show the photo because of copyright reasons. But I will endeavour to use my own photographs as soon as I can. So I do prefer showing you because I know it helps. It helped me when I was first starting. You really need to see the reference photo really. Anyway, that was raw sienna. Now I'm going to go with a bit of alizarin crimson mixed in with it. Dash a bit of that in. And then I'm going to go ultramarine with a bit of alizarin crimson. Whack some of that down there. Something like that. Got some water down there. I've just banged in a bit of blue. A bit of Payne's grey, ultramarine. I'm scraping some mountains up here, so I wanted it pretty dark so that they'd show up. The mountains are pretty high. But before I put them in, actually no, I'll do it now. So I'm just going to scrape them in with a piece of card. Let's start over here. That's the first one. Not a big one. Up there like that. And it sort of swoops up and down and away. Something like that. Just a nice little mountain horizon there. And then we got there. Nice big dollops of raw sienna. The mountain was up there. Bit of blue into that, darken it a bit. And there's like a little tree line, so I'm just giving a bit of blue, bit of lemon yellow to make a nice green. Bit of Payne's grey as well, really sort of darken it up. Big tree line goes right across this mountain range. And then just down the other side. Clean the brush. Just taking the excess up on the tea towel. I'm just going to go a bit of raw sienna, a little bit of burnt umber. Ultramarine there. Just constantly trying to vary it to keep it interesting. It's coming down. About there. Just trying to get these edges together, so I'm just going from left to right just to bring back that chisel edged. So put down this water line down there. You see, I'll put the water down a bit low, but I can, I'll pop it in anyway, no problem. Sienna over here. Deliberately put it in lighter there because there's going to be a tree. And I want it to stand out. So I'm just constantly just dipping into the tray just to keep varying the colours. And that water line comes down, something like that. But for now, I'm just going to go into a bit of lemon yellow, ultramarine, lemon yellow, Payne's grey, really dark red colour. And then we've got a tree. Did I say red? Sorry, really dark green colour. Tree goes right up there. Clean the brush. I'm just going to let that dry a little bit more, and then I'm going to scrape in just a little building. There's just a little bit of land here that sticks out. I'll just darken this a bit, this sort of shoreline down there, and I'll just scrape some rocks in. Bring this down a little bit more. And what I'm doing, just dab here and there, just making sure it's parallel with the top and bottom paper. And the paper stretch, see how it's coming away from the board, so I'm just going to pull that tight first and fix it flat against my piece of plywood there, using these clips. I'm going to get me a piece of card, just a piece of plastic card, an old library card, credit card, whatever you want to use, whatever you've got to hand. First I'll do the building. It's just a simple, just pop the roof in, and just pull those out. Very simple little building. Looks like some little poles or something. And then in front of that we've got little rocks. You have to put it up, just let the paint dry a little bit before you do this, or just lay it on thick and you'll be able to do it straight away. Little rocks over there. Right over there. What I might do is just wet that a bit. There's a few reflections there, and that's not the right colour, is it? Yeah, a similar colour to what's above it. got the tree, just going to reflect. It doesn't have to be absolutely exact, as long as it's there or thereabouts. Just makes it look more like water. And then this doesn't need much because there's a bit of land in front of this. Popping this land in there. Just coming over there, aren't they? And again, just constantly varying it, varying the colour just to keep the this landscape interesting. Well, that's what I do anyway. With a burnt umber, bit of ultramarine, lemon yellow. And again, a few more little rocks scattered about the place now. Obviously they're a bit closer now, so they're going to be just a little bit bigger. A little bigger. A few more down there. Try not to overdo it. It's very easy to get carried away with these. Remember, you can always paint over anything you're not very keen on. If you've overdone it, just a bit more painty than there, just to cover it up a bit. Get it back to how you want it. And I think just a slight reflection of that mountain there. I think we'll just hang on, just I'm going to do this. That's it. I'm just giving a just something. Something there in the water, just reflecting that little cabin. And then again, just need to give that a quick draw. Make sure it's flat. And then I'll give it a quick draw, and then there's just some couple of telegraph poles. So there's just something. I'm just going to stick with the hake brush, I think. I just want a really good chisel edge. Yeah, just Just there now. This one there, and this is another one over here. Slightly lower. Little bits on the top. If you want to be really fast, you can even try and just like there's a bit of just a touch of light on the left hand side. For the first time this painting, just switch to the little brush, little rigger brush, and I'm just gonna, we got little wires just going up there, going all the way across to that one. Can't really see it very well. Just pop that in again. I'll just keep that nice and subtle, I think. And so, finally I'm just going to stick my name in the corner there. I'm going to call that one finish that bit. So, let's see what it looks like with the mount on it. So this is what it looks like with the mount on. So if we go in and have a closer look at it. Sky was all sorts of colours in the sky. It started with raw sienna and a bit of ultramarine Payne's grey. The purpley bits are where I added a bit of alizarin crimson. I wanted to get it in dark so I could scrape out these mountains with the card so they'd stand out against the dark sky. Next we got the distant land here. We've got a few trees there. Tree line here running across the mountain, sort of gives the impression maybe like there's a valley behind there towards the foothills of the mountain. Just using the corner of the hake, dark green colour, lemon yellow, Payne's grey, bit of ultramarine. This land at the side of the water, predominantly sort of big dollops of raw sienna, bit of burnt umber in there as well, and ultramarine. And then deliberately sort of lightened it here, just so that these trees would stand out a bit better. And then you can see just scraped in just a very simple little cabin or something there, and a few little telegraph poles or whatever they are. Did a lot of scraping out along this shoreline, this bank, all these rocks there by the water's edge, all the way across to the other side. I had to try and restrain myself doing the rocks in the foreground. I mean, there's already enough rocks here, so I didn't really want to I did overdo it. That's why I painted over a lot of what I did. Just varied the colour as much as I could. Right to the viewers. And then just in the foreground here, we've got our telegraph pole. Just scrape the left hand side just slightly, just try and make it look a bit more three-dimensional. Just a little bit of rigger work then, just to create the little line going all the way across. Just to a further telegraph pole again, scraped out slightly. And then just wanting to scrape some sort of reflection of that peak in the water, just to help with the illusion that it is water. Well, that's all for this one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Keep practicing, and I'll see you again soon.